And when I see him, I say, yeah.
You know, sir, a party time.
Gone.
Dance time.
So I was like 8 years old, like Crystal Blue sound.
What?
In the market. One time church finished, and the church people are walking like, who that Kirky? What you doing over here?
You get busted.
But what beating rain? And even when they beat me the Sunday night, next Sunday I'm there again, but we hide now. You know, so that's what really did it. So as far as getting me there now is when I moved to Canada now, because I came here when I was 10.
Okay.
The only thing that I had that really held me to that was my father had the VHS cassettes them of all the stage shows. You know, so, and then my parents are overprotective of it even till this day.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, we can't go outside. Daddy can go in the backyard for what? You know what I mean? Like, it's just in the back. Like, no. You know?
Wow.
So, I would just be watching like Sting and Hot Shots and Champions in Action and all these things. And then we have the cassette, them, the stereo one and the Black Scorpios and all that. So, even now, if you play a certain cassette, I can DJ line for line every single artist. So what I used to do is stand up in front of the mirror with the remote control and pretend like I was every artist. So from
Bojo Bantan to Beanie Man.
Even before him, so like Super Cat, you have.
Oh yeah, Super Cat.
The Stitches, the
Shaka Demus, Pliers.
Early Shaka Demus though, not before Pliers come in. When Shaka Demus used to slim.
Whoa, even before that?
Yeah, when Shaka Demus used to slim. Courtney Melody. Sassafras.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like these are the people, the early B.
Boy, you're calling names too. That's
You
nice.
know what I mean? So, General Trees, who at one point was my favorite DJ.
Yes.
Lyrically, it was like,
I like General Trees.
That?
Right.
You know, and then you start studying the Clash. Like, even though I'm talking to you, my body is just like, you know, so that is what really got me.
And I see that you kind of like can adapt to those kind of things too, because
that's what we study.
I seen you sent me that one clip and it was great where he was telling me to call him Young Stitchy, you know, and he like sent me this clip and absolutely he's not even joking.
No,
he just
so
going.
I saw clips. I went on this page, right? Your company called Soul Kitchen. I gotta do my sugo.
The sugo. This is my sugo with find things out.
Yeah, and I click on a couple of videos and I'm like, my mouth just fell up. I'm like, who knew?
Yeah.
You're dangerous. You don't even look like it, but he's like.
That's what kind of shocked me too, is because, you know, you're a singer, you know what I mean, and you're a good singer. So usually somebody has that path. It's rare that you have somebody that can click the other way, you know.
Yeah.
If anything, you'll have somebody who DJ, right, that will teach himself to sing kind of thing, but you don't see it go the other way.
Well, that's basically what it is. So I was DJing, like hardcore DJing, and then we like singing too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But we never had nobody, because everybody in my crew was all DJs. You know what I mean? And then, you know, the trend was the cartels and all this stuff. But then with me now, I always like the Sizzlers and stuff like that. So, and then Sizzler always used to do this little high falsetto where it's like, that's not even, I don't even know what it is. You know what I mean? So we're always imitating until we realize that, you know what, it's what's the blueprint of my makeup, where music is concerned, where we can sing as well.
Absolutely.
You know? So,
that's true. Yeah.
Well, I do have to say, I did have a surprise for you today. It got altered, right? So I'll just talk it out instead. We had a caller that was calling in to talk to you for a moment, but they got locked in the studio where the timing didn't work out for them because they have to finish a project, right?
Right.
But Lieutenant Stitchy loved your video.
Right.
He was saying, wow, this is so fantastic to see, you know, and he was very excited about it. So he apologized. He was calling in, and he hopes he'll still talk to you again. But he wants to wish you a happy birthday. Yeah, all right, and tell you that congratulations on the Juno, and just remember that everything is divine intervention. Nothing is by coincidence. You know, everything is meant to happen. So appreciate it. Be the young lion, and just continue on. You know, man. So he definitely was impressed by your stuff. Man. So, you know,
Stitchy and me have crossed paths a couple times, but he wouldn't remember.
He'll remember now.
I was gonna say.
He'll know now.
He'll know now.
For example, that church that I said I snuck out of.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a church that he got baptized in. Yeah, man.
If he's listening now, he's going to call right now. He's like, that was you, troublemaker.
Yeah, man. So
It's a small world, though, you know. It's
Yeah.
a small world, you know. Like, absolutely, I found out, like, he was a teacher, you know. And I found out that he was actually, and come years later, he was actually the teacher of, like, my kid's mom, you know, in school. And stuff like this, where it's like,
Saint
what?
Diego.
Yeah.
Saint Diego High.
Yeah, man.
Spanish
Wow.
town. Yeah, man.
So,
So from teacher, so entertainer, teacher, preacher.
You could tell that he was his
Look at his lyrics.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
intelligent
yeah.
like no
Yes.
other. Like, yo, nobody don't DJ like that. Stitchy, cut it out.
It's true.
I'm telling you.
It's true.
You
But
know?
I definitely felt that same kind of presence when I saw you do that on stage. Like,
Oh,
I was
the
just
fast lane.
shocked, John. I was shocked because
I'm trying to find a good way to say, could you show us something? Could you show, could you
Yeah,
show us?
of course.
give us a little something, no?
Give us give us a little junior Stitchy.
You gotta put on rhythm or you just
Nah, man, just run it.
All right then. So you talk about Dan, me talk about me and TG Bobby the Biller from Dan them all of Tadland during the listener story them story about me. So me know say do it tell me if you done it for that because the boy them act and I don't listen to nothing we simple and chat because nothing real stuff. But tell me straight like you whipper me know that. Zal.
Oh gosh, yo. All right. So
You gotta practice to learn that. Can I do that? Can I learn to do that? What if I talk
You-
really
you-
fast at this?
you probably could learn it.
I probably could learn it.
Because it's like sometimes I go out and I hear people say, Kirk, you're not going to sing that song. That I'm like, which song that? And they're doing like, that's what I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you sing the song.
yeah,
So
for real.
They just study it the whole time.
Okay, so I gotta go study the song.
But you have to give up everything else. You have to give up everything else. You have to like cut your eyelids off. You just have to like stare on a focus point and just like work on it.
But these
No
are
easy
things-
trade. No
These are
easy
things
trade.
that we saw when Stitchy used to do it. Like, he was like, mana, like when he did that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then a couple years ago, he did, was it Sumfest or Rebel Salute? I think Rebel Salute. And he was and then he slowed it down, then he fasted, and then he started doing the jump and split thing. I was like,
I know.
the jump and split.
Yo, you ever see him do it?
No.
No, it's bad. I think he saw somebody else, probably like Kurt. He probably saw Kurt on stage and we're doing that. He goes, oh yeah, now do this. You know, so he just kind of do something. It's like, all right, forget it.
yeah, it's a wrap.
No, but
Yeah, man.
I know. I have those talks with him every once in a while. I'm like, can you please stop doing that? He's like, what? No, they love it. Listen, if you come out on stage in a wheelchair, it's gonna really kind of cut our price and just
Yeah,
So
you have to be able to do that all the time.
wow, he's mad. So now growing up, you started out. What you say around? You came here around 10.
Yeah.
Right. How before we even continue with my question there, switching gears, how did you feel? That's actually a interesting age. How did you merge into Canada at that age?
I really didn't.
Was it difficult?
I didn't merge into it. I was just myself. Like, for example, if you realize I still have my accent, you know?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, like I never.
And that's rare for 10-year-old because that.
Yeah, I never accepted being here.
Okay.
I wanted to be Jamaican so badly that I just kept it. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
When I speak to my brother, it's the total opposite.
Okay.
Like, what are you talking about, guy? You know, like it's so. But he came here. He's younger than me, so you
Right.
know. But I never accepted being anything else other than Jamaican.
At
Even
10, you had that strong conviction.
Yeah,
Wow.
Mind you, going forward toward the 2019 Junos, we love Canada. Hey,
Oh no, it's not that.
Hey.
I love Canada. Don't. I
Still
love
vote,
Canada.
still
But the thing
vote.
about it is, you see what
Is he
happens.
standing there in an American shirt?
I know.
You got to work this one.
Captain America.
Work it.
No, listen. I'm gonna change it when I find a Black Panther shirt.
Oh, Lord.
And
Wakanda.
and then because have you ever seen the cartoon? For
cartoon?
Black Panther?
No.
Black Panther?
It makes you not even want to watch the movie.
Really? Like
Black
what a-
Panther is evil.
Really?
Oh,
Like
wow.
when I say evil, not evil, but like bad. Like
Wow.
he would the cartoon would beat up the movie.
Really?
Yeah. So the
Oh.
first episode he's beating up Captain America wicked. I'm kind of ashamed to have on the shirt now. Thanks for reminding me now. I feel so bad.
Well, you know, in cartoons, you can make anything,
Oh, it was
anything
deadly. It was.
happen. You know
They
what I
had
mean?
heads
So,
on spikes, and
Yeah,
it was crazy. Like the Wakanda people are no joke.
wow, I think that's where T-Pain came up with that auto tune. He figured, how can we create a cartoon singer? You know, where we could do it and make anybody a star. You know,
Yeah.
so
But no, but seriously though, like my sound in my music now kind of tells you that I've been here a while because I fuse everything that I learned through music. 'Cause there's certain things that I don't think I would learn it if I grew up in Jamaica.
Right.
For example, my love that I have for other genres. Not saying that Jamaican people don't have love for other genres, you know, but I was more around it. Because you could go on the street now, you could see somebody that is so hip hop or so rock,
yeah,
and that's your friend. You know what I mean? So you're getting a face-to-face interaction with a Nirvana fan or Kirk Cobain. They will tell you everything about Kirk Cobain, or somebody that is a Queen fan and tell you everything about Mr. Mercury. Or, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then now it's like you're like,
I already
look,
don't know that much.
see what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like one of those things, you know, and me being, like I said, like a music fanatic, once you tell me something about an artist or a band or anything like it, I'm going to sit down and watch it the whole time. You know what I mean? So like even my performance, a lot of people don't know, I studied James Brown for maybe like a year and a half.
Wow.
Just to see how he came up,
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
you know. So because without knowledge you can't do anything.
True.
You're a walking duck to be disappointed without the knowledge.
Well, it's good that you do that though. Like I think a lot of people they sleep and just expect to be picked up. You know what I mean? Without the work.
But nothing in life is like that. Nothing, like you have some people that are I wouldn't say lucky. It's unfortunate. If someone picks up something, they have an agenda for you. And if you don't know what the agenda is, believe me, at the end of the day, you might be like one of those rich guys that end up killing themselves because you're a puppet at this time.
It's true. It's true. Nothing in life is free. It might not be money, but you pay something.
You're paying something. You know what I mean? And with me now, I like to be prepared for everything. You know, so before every performance, I'm near throwing up before I perform still.
Wow, really?
Yeah, like
Nerves.
always.
Well, because you wanna make it
The
that
best
amazing.
Yeah.
That it stresses you out.
You know, and with my band now that I have, it's like all my singers are phenomenal, like the biggest support. Like, Kirk, what's wrong? I'm like, teach me how you sing it like that.
Okay.
So for another hour, they're like, okay, you need to go here. So that's what helping me become a better singer because now I'm singing with actual singers now.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
You know, so it's
Nice,
always
nice.
with me a constant learning.
Yeah.
You know, never stop.
Well, you were telling me earlier, which that actually really threw me, but in an impressive way, that you've even sung some rock and roll and stuff like this.
We start because remember, you know, like exactly with me even winning a Juno now, there's other people looking at me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to know that, okay, just like how I can go in a Caribbean setting and DJ fast and people's mind are blown.
Yes.
I want to be able to say, okay, for example, if it's a more white crowd, so to speak, where they're used to, I don't know, like a Michael Bublé or a Led Zeppelin or whatever. I can look to the band and say, okay,
Play so and so.
lick off them head, clean off of them body, and then they go Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer, and we do it in a reggae.
Wow.
And then everyone knows that song and love that song.
So basically, we can tell everybody out there, if you have like a concert that's a
We do
jazz
everything.
fest, a rock concert, or
We do
anything,
everything.
you could do it.
Do everything. Well, think about it. Yesterday I played at a fashion show. And
What did
then
you wear?
I bought a shirt. I brought it back this morning.
Fear. Tag in.
Yeah, I left the tag right around at the back and I brought it back early.
Fear
I'm
enough.
like, when I looked at the debit card after, I'm like, no, sir, you're going back tomorrow. I call this a borrow. I'm borrowing this. from
Fair
the
enough.
world, you know.
You
Am I
supported,
too
you
honest?
supported the brand.
Am
I
I
was
too
gonna
honest?
say,
No, that's
Kirk, you're
good.
ruining it, man.
I know.
You're ruining it for the flossers, you know?
I don't know. Well, it's whatever.
Now I
could
can-
only be real with
That's
myself.
right, that's right.
No, that's
like-
good info. Now I know I can dress better.
Yeah,
At least for a show.
You just want to know, say you're fresh. That
Yeah.
when time see like you wore this, I can smell it on you.
Yeah.
You
Really?
know, really?
No, you're looking at like really, lady.
That's
really?
why people get so mad in clubs when you spill the beer on them. They don't really care that you spilled the beer on
I
them. They're
plan
like,
to bring this back. Thanks a lot.
thank you.
Let me take the tag out of the back now. Thanks.
It's mine.
Yeah, but
damn it, it's mine.
yeah, so we did that, Sangrieta, and then all of a sudden now I'm getting booked for dinner and dances, which I never did before.
Wow.
You know, people book me for kids party. Now I'm hosting like a baby shower.
Hey.
Come
And all
on.
these things.
Really?
And mind you, I'm doing these things for the fun of it.
Wow.
It's not that I have to do it.
Yeah,
It's just that you want me to do what? And I call my friend and say, yo, we're going on baby shower. He's like, and then they're kind of like, yo, food over there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, I love that. No, man, I love that about you, because you know how much artists haven't even got to your level yet, and you could ask them to do something. They're like, for who? For what? For how much? Why? NASA.
No.
Nah, B.
You know what I mean?
Like, nah, B.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's one of the things, you know what? It used to hurt me when you know that you're talented, and it's like it almost seems as if nobody wanted you to do nothing at all. So it's like, no, when people want me, I'm excited to do everything, because I remember when they didn't want me at all.
Yeah.
That's rare, you know. That's
Yeah.
that's more rare than you know.
That's so true.
really
Yeah,
appreciative.
so and now it's like when people appreciate it, like you say, it's like I kind of feel obligated to give them what they want. You know
Your
what I
gifts
mean?
and your talent.
Yeah, so I'm always, it's a gift,
Yeah.
you know. But then when time the corporate people come now, then we charge wicked
Yeah.
because they have it to spend. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But you know, you actually make your brand worth more, because you know what? You become that public figure that you have such a loyal fan base, because you keep things real and genuine. That lasts in people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That lasts in people.
But it's hard because I can't be anything other than that. Because
good.
I have a mother there that checks me every time.
Wow.
You know what I mean? If I
Okay.
try to be anything different, it's like, you think you're nice?
Oh, boy.
You know what I mean? And
That hand comes through the phone.
yeah,
Whoosh.
yeah, you don't want that. You know what I mean? So it's like, even with the Juno things, like she told me to write a speech, like I said on the acceptance speech, like she told me to write a speech. I'm like, but the way it looked, I swear I thought Amoy was gonna win.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And yeah, so it's like I'm not writing no speech. I wrote a speech in 2015 and never win. I don't even know where the speech is.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
It's in Hamilton somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so then it's like all of a sudden I hear my name. I'm like, shoot.
You didn't write it.
No, I never write. And then I go up there and don't remember nothing.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? There's so much people I was supposed to actually thank and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't, but I end up telling them in person anyway. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
Amazing.
No, we watched it and it was amazing, you know, because like that's a nice thing about Canada right here, right? Even now, say Toronto, it's like if you're in, you know, our business kind of thing, it's like we're sort of a community, you know, because when I see the Junos, it's so nice not to be like, oh, I know him, but to say, all those people over there, those are all my friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like they're all my circle. It's nice to see all your friends, your crew, you know?
Yeah.
Even if you didn't grow up together or go to the same school, you guys are doing the same kind of thing, and you see each other a lot,
Yeah.
you know?
Because, for example, like ISOS was nominated too, and ISOS, we see ISOS every day in the dance hall. You know what I mean? So it was fun for me. Like, me and Blessed is good, and me and Amoy is good. But because me and ISOS is more dance hall, it was fun to see. It's like a brother there with me.
Of course,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Of course, I'm happy that I won.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
It's
just
not
that he
bad.
was there,
It's not a bad
it's not
feeling.
bad.
It's
You
alright.
know, and I'm pretty sure that eventually one day he'll get one as well.
Right,
Or a
Absolutely.
few, you know.
Absolutely.
But just
So-
to see him there it was a joy for me.
Yeah.
So I'll ask though, before we get into anything else, since you do have a liking for like other genres and you've dipped into those, right? Just a spot on question. Who's somebody outside of reggae that you would love to like work with, either a group or a singer? Who's somebody, and it can't nothing to do with reggae music?
Nothing to do with regular music.
No. Like you could twist it into the reggae, but I'm saying who's a non-reggae artist out there that you would love to do some kind of like compilation with, or just at least perform with?
It depends, you know, because the answer might change by the time I reach downstairs.
Ah,
You know. Right now, right off the top, I would say Lauryn Hill,
Hey.
you know. But then she kinda she fuses her thing with reggae too.
right.
Stevie Wonder comes to mind as well. Because when Stevie makes his arrangements of stuff, it doesn't sound like what you would think he's supposed to sound like. For example, when he sings Master Blaster, right? A lot of people don't know that that's a tribute to Bob Marley. That's supposed to be jamming. So if you play a jamming and play Master Blaster right behind it, you could tell that it's basically the same thing. He's just playing it different.
Okay.
Right.
And then because he's singing with that soul and funk, listen to it when I get that chance. Yeah. You kind of, and it matches perfectly.
Okay.
But because it's Stevie.
Yes.
And Bob Marley, it's like two different worlds. You know what I mean?
But his voice kind of sometimes, it's hard to like, he could sing a Celine Dion song you just heard yesterday and you don't know it's her song because he just have that overpowering like, image.
So I think I would love to see him twist like some of my songs or some of my ideas and see where exactly it goes. You know what I mean?
I was really hoping he'd mention a rock band. I'd just like to see who.
Oh, a rock band? We could do that too. Probably Green Day.
Okay.
Green Day.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull every connection I have on planet Earth to make that happen somehow. I am so...
Wait, are you a fan?
Listen, no, it's not about being a fan. It's that, like, these guys are crazy.
Green Day?
Bring friends. Okay, they're crazy. Green Day is crazy. But I'm saying, if you ever listen to their music, I've heard, because my brother is into some weird shit. You wouldn't know, like, growing up, everybody used to be like, you see that guy over there? It's John's brother. It's like, John who? John. Him? But, like, trust me, if you meet him, we're absolute polar opposites. But he's into, like, Green Day and stuff like that, right? And maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just like, that's some crazy shit. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to picture how you would fuse. How would you fuse into that?
My knowledge of rock is a lot.
Really?
It's deep. Like, for example, like when it comes to guitar, I like Cohen and Cambria because he plays a double-necked guitar.
Who?
Exactly.
Thank you. I was going to ask, but I didn't want to look like the only ignorant person in the room.
You're supposed to be backing me up here. Come on, take the files.
It's nice, and then we can go blues and jazz. And
I like some jazz music for sure.
This is a girl, she follows me on Instagram too, Jasmine Horn. She got nominated for a Grammy too.
Okay.
When she sings, it's like she sounds like a trumpet or a saxophone when she sings. Like she could imitate that trumpet sound, and it always blows my mind when I hear her sing.
What's her name?
Jasmine Horn.
What is it? Rock?
Jazz.
Oh, jazz.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta look that up. That sounds fantastic.
But she's Afrocentric, like, so she wears the head wraps and the ankh and all those things.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Jasmine. It talks about he talks about the rock scene. When I moved to Canada at 16, and it took me 10 years to actually integrate. I hated it. I did hate Canada for 10 years.
Why?
I couldn't assimilate. I couldn't accept it either. It was just for years I told people I want to go back home.
You know what it was? It's not home, so it's different.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Also, Aki's $13.99 a can.
Yes, John, that had a lot to do with it.
And that's here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When you go to Winnipeg, it's probably like $25.
Right.
Oh,
LA is like $22.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like, because
not right.
When I used to eat meat, I remember the first time I went to Winnipeg, and they were selling oxtail and rice and peas for $26.
Stop this.
So you guys don't sell oxtail around here then, because I'm not paying near 30. So much for that.
Wow. Yeah.
$10.
Yeah.
$10.
So, yeah, man.
Oh man, yeah, but it took me a while. But anyways, I remember when I moved here, and I grew up listening to a lot of music back home too. Like I grew up in that, right? And the one rock song that stuck with me even now, never made it as a wise man. This is how you remind me
of someone.
This you too.
Was that Megadeth?
You too.
What's that?
You too. Isn't it you too? Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's U2?
Yes,
U2's a rock band? I thought they were.
Or heavy metal.
I guess.
Yeah,
Not
it's
like
rock,
you. This is sorry.
I don't think that's U2 though.
Isn't it?
I don't think it's U2. Nickelback, yeah.
Nickelback. See?
All right.
Okay, the memory's fading.
Yeah.
I feel like I learned a lot yesterday at this really weird wedding I was at.
But that's a big song though.
Right,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's a big song.
I got
John
some.
don't know it.
I got some learning to do. I'm stuck.
It was a big
I'm an
song.
old man.
Well,
I'm stuck in my way.
Well, in that time, I mean, my rock knowledge came from a guy named Dave De La Cipe. where he used to wear the hair down over his eye.
Nice.
Right through school. And Kirk, what do you listen to? Bob Marley? You need to listen to Kirk Cobain, buddy. That's talk to me all the time, and he come in the guitar, and he looks so depressed all the time.
Really?
Like, cause the music is playing, like it sounds so depressing. Like, what's wrong with you? Oh, Kurt Cobain killed himself. You have to find a feel.
Oh my God.
I feel that.
You're gonna kill yourself, fam? Like,
Yeah,
really and truly,
straight.
you know. So with that now, so then that was class.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was most of the time at that time. I was the only black guy in the class.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then to link up with the other Jamaicans now, be break and stuff like that. So then now you have Jamaicans that was here before me. So they're into hip hop too. So at this time now Wu-Tang is big.
Yeah.
Right.
So now the pants them have to be like parachute. And the toque and the jacket them extra big. And then I walk with the bop and it's like and the pants is down underneath it. So then I'm like, yeah, I can get to this hip hop style. The first time I tried, my dad almost killed me.
Why?
Kirk, I take off your
What?
pants.
Beaten
See
wicked.
Did he say you think I turn man?
Yeah, like, so you're a gangster now?
Oh no, that's it. Right
Me,
there.
cause I'm following what I'm seeing. I don't know
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
blue bandana,
Yeah,
red band, every
yeah.
day a different bandana. So it's like,
Just means you're part of a club.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a part
You don't
of
think
a
it's
group.
fashion? You think that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah, it's
happens?
like, so you're a gangster now, eh? And then my mom is the most over exaggerated person, I think. In like, I always tell my best friends, like, yo, I think I'm gonna change my name to Kirk, but all exclamation, like all capital. Because when she goes like, Kirk, I'm like, yeah, what is it? I'm like, I'm just checking if you're here.
Oh gee, no. I just thought it was a big something.
It's like, yo, and then it's, you know, so yeah. But it would. These are the things where, like, even thinking of it, like, it's fun.
Yeah.
But at the time, it wasn't
That's fun.
as
Yeah.
fun, you know. And then
You have to grow past it to appreciate it back.
yeah. And now we grow in a time where you can see like a Chinese guy is talking to me in full patois.
Yeah.
I've never been to Jamaica or anywhere in the Caribbean before. And like, well, go on, Kirk, everything good? Like,
You're like, what?
you know, like
The shit.
you can't talk about them behind them back again.
Yeah.
Because they know exactly what you're talking about. Like,
It's true.
You talking about me, fam? I'm like, what you mean?
Fam.
Like, yeah, you were just saying something about the Chinese youth. I'm like, I wasn't talking about you though. I'm the only Chinese youth here.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
That's
like,
it. All this intermingling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eventually,
What
how they
is
call
that?
a simmering pot.
it's a beautiful thing when you think about it. And then the coolest part about it is, like, I've been blessed to go to England a couple of times. It's the exact same thing. It's just that they have a British accent instead of of ours. But it's the exact same thing.
No,
they speak
English-
just like us.
Okay.
England is serious about Jamaicans. Jamaicans
Yeah.
is like pure ska up there, everything where
Yeah.
it kind of originate from.
Yeah.
It's even still do the gold teeth.
Yeah. Yeah. From the one gold teeth.
Yes.
Like, yo, what are
Yeah.
you doing? Why
And
this
the
old
brim hat.
lady with this gold teeth?
One gold-
Like, just one. You
Oh
know?
man, that's a good thing.
Was a fun
I like
place
it.
for music as well.
England.
That's
yeah.
good. So what are some places that you've traveled, and where would you like to go next that you haven't been able to go yet?
I've been to Mexico, like I said, lovely place.
Yeah.
They're not killing anybody. That was a joke. Ha, ha. John's so serious looking at me like they're killing people over there.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like,
Yeah.
move on. We're trying to get some Mexico shows.
Mexico, it's nice though, because they have a nice reggae scene. Just certain places are horrible.
I've
But
really,
it's everywhere though, you know.
I've really found out so many countries that I would not even think know anything about reggae are some of the biggest places doing reggae now.
Because
And
reggae,
it
you have
blows
to
my
remember, you know,
mind.
it's about what reggae is supposed to represent.
Yeah,
You know, the peace and love and all that. What happened is, I feel as if the dancehall culture is more prominent right now in media because they try to show a negative style to it. That way they can relate it back to whatever happens on TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for example, like the Shatters and all these movies, like now it shows more of a gangster culture where if you remember like the 70s and the movies from the Smile Orange and the Rockers and Harder They Come,
it's very different.
It's different because it's showing more of a reggae vibe and
roots
and culture and love and all that. And now it's like they're just trying to show like I'm the roughest Jamaican, I'm tough and I'll shoot you quick and our gangs are the baddest and all this stuff. And it's straying away from it for us, like the second generation and third generation or even first generation Jamaicans. Whereas you have people that their only real introduction and they stick to it is that original roots and culture, the Toots and the Maytals, the Bob Marleys, the Prince Busters, the Derek Morgans and all that.
That's my stuff.
You know, so they love that, and you'll see people walk with the dreadlocks and there might not be Rasta, so to speak, the liberty, but they love what it means.
So what do you suggest, all right, that we can do to strengthen like the original message of reggae music so that we don't get overpowered by this baka 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 baka, you know, this all this kind of like rough bad minding kind of dancehall business, which I enjoy some dancehall, but I do feel that our message is getting like lost in like Instagram is what 90%
negative
backshot kind of videos and stuff, like you don't see no nice kind of reggae videos. You know, it's always about someone's falling off a stage after getting like bounced off from bum flick this and that.
Well, I mean, we live in a place where negativity is highlighted more than the positive, you know, and a lot of people do things like Chronic say for the likes. You know, they prefer to have 1 million people like something because it's negative instead of 10 people liking something because it's positive.
Good point.
Because they want to see the numbers, you know?
Yeah.
And I find that in order to kind of even balance it out, people have to take chances. Like people that have the power, like promoters, have to take chances. You have a lot of artists that aren't being heard, that are great artists that sing a positive message. You have people that they prefer to put on a dance instead of a show.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Or even intertwine the two. So it's a dance, but you have performances and stuff like that. You know? And I think that is what would probably help it a little bit. So for example, now you have some people that would play on a sound, and because they know that what is happening in Jamaica are these 10 songs. So 15 selectors show up to the dance to play these 10 songs.
Right.
Are these 15 songs. Because if you stay in a dance, you can tell, you can count, you know, how much dancehall artists play, you know, 20, you know. Count it if you get a chance, and maybe one Canadian. And it's probably a dub player.
It's true.
You know what I mean? So,
true.
and then when they play the other genres of music now, you can't even count how much different artists play.
I know. You know what? You said a good thing. Balance. You know, it's to strike a balance between the two, because there is I find that both genres, because really dancehall is from reggae. Right.
It's the same thing basically.
Really, right? But I feel like you have people who are pro conscious lyrics or conscious music who will be like, oh, you know, dancehall, boogie yaga, and it's all that. And then you have the dancehall people, some of them will be like, old time this and old time that, or they don't really talk about it as much, right?
But, and I mean, it depends, because, for example, you have people that would love to hear some music where them know, but no one takes a chance to play them, because you could go into a dance right now. Say, for example, you go Germany or you go England or whatever, in the biggest of their dance hall, and it might be 1 o'clock, and they play a half pint greetings, and the place smash up, and you play the Super Cat right behind it, and then you go and you might play like a Junior Biles or one of those guys, and all of a sudden now it's bringing you back to a culture like what dancehall was.
It's true.
And then it brings them back to a place that now them start skank and whatever.
Yeah, of course.
And then you can go from that and build it up right back now to a ding dong with the dancing segment. And I guarantee that nobody would miss a gunshot playing anytime. Because it's what they, even if you play a 1 or 2 Mavada Cartel, that you know, these are hits.
Right.
But I think they just don't take the chance in doing it.
Well, I went to a couple parties actually last month, and somebody did that. A couple DJs actually two different parties, but in the segment they did some skanking.
Yeah.
I'm
The
telling
one-legged
you.
skank. My favorite.
It just lit the place.
Yeah,
You know,
always.
and people are looking for that difference. They're looking for the experience because you know what? That kind of music is a different feel altogether.
Yeah, it puts you in that
Time zone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Time zone.
And I think that is the reason why even an artist like Chronix is so popular now, because he tries to recapture that feel.
It's true, yeah.
Mind you, he can recapture the exact same feel and sound because of different equipment and
course.
different recording
Yeah.
and all that, but at least he makes the attempt
Right.
to even bridge the generations
Yeah.
now, saying, okay, this generation in the 20s, this is what we missed 30, 20, 40 years ago. And now they're saying,
Absolutely.
no, really? Because now even have some little Rasta now that pop up, you know, it's not because they're Rasta out of a struggle or not like that, you know. It's just that they missed that era
Right. Okay.
and want to be a part of it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, and I don't find anything wrong with it. It's just that it's just like if you're supposed to go Brazil and find two Rasta or whatever. They just love that culture and want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? So why not give the people them what they would want to be a part? Nobody don't want to be a part of a gun of a shooting.
Right.
True.
Exactly right.
You know what I mean?
True.
I definitely don't want to get shot, and I don't want to shoot nobody.
You can. You're Captain America today.
Exactly.
You're good.
My
You're
shield good.
All right. So switching gears. All right. What if music couldn't happen for you? What is Kirk also like? What could you become if music could not be on the table?
Completely out, like not
Yep.
even not in the business at all.
Nope, no music at all. What's a whole different thing? Somebody, let's say, out there doesn't know. Like, you could be a metal crafter, or who knows, fly an airplane or something. But what would be another thing that you've been interested in?
I thought about this, like, 'cause people ask me all the time, and every time it's just like, I don't like anything else.
You don't.
I really don't like anything else.
Too much I to say that. I'm not letting you off the hook.
No.
Lie.
I'm gonna tell you.
Just lie or
Because
something.
obviously, like, cause I do whole heap of 9 to 5 and all these things, so there's some that I like. You know, I like traveling,
Okay.
so maybe even, you know, Sylvester Stallone had a movie when he might drive the big truck with, I don't forget what it's called,
Okay.
but that type of, like, the big truck driver, like, and I go city to city, country to country, like, I like that type of
You want to be
thing.
a cross country driver?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either-
just
either
kind of
that
like
or-
traveling in and
Yeah, because I don't
taking
like
in.
to be in
One place too
one
long.
place too long.
Okay.
And
That's
I like
alright.
I like to be able to eat. And you know, say, to be honest with you, that was actually maybe like a dream. I wanted to go. I think I was, you know, I'm a teenager. Like, I wanted to, like, just step on the road. And it's like, I'm driving from here to LA, and just beside me, just like maybe like 50 burger, and just eat and drive. And,
Just make it like a mission, eh?
yeah, just go.
If you drive and eat 50 burgers, you're gonna look like me. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it.
But it's, hold on, you still eat meat?
No, I don't.
Okay, so this is when you used to eat
Yeah,
meat.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I know. I was impressed. You were telling me that. So, how long have you been struggling, waiting to eat meat again?
2 years. 2 years. It's not really that. You know what? I can't take the smell.
Yeah,
The smell is the most tempting thing ever.
Oh, wow.
I like vegetable don't smell like this.
tell you.
That's
You know,
true.
so it's just one of the things. And
Nobody cooks meat the same way as like jerk chicken or oxtail or something, and it's addictive.
yeah, and you're looking in other people's plate. I'm like, you look like you're enjoying yourself. Move from it.
You eat fish though?
Sometimes, if that's the only thing that's there.
Okay.
Yeah, but with me, you know, and you know what? I find it harder to live that lifestyle here than if I was home.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
Without a doubt.
like I said, $13 for a tinaki.
Well, that's it.
And the summer. Oof.
I think that's a lot of trouble with people's health up here because to be healthy, you know, like I know for a fact, I go somewhere and I'm thinking, okay, you know what? This week, I'm just going to get proper grocery, you know? But it's like,
Doesn't
if I buy
last.
the same things, but the healthy versions, we're looking at $350 compared to $100 where you buy stuff that can sit in the cupboard because it's all preservatives.
Yeah, exactly. And then a lot of people don't understand. You see that word organic? It's just a word. People
Trick.
can put organic right on it, and then
Yeah.
it's not really organic.
Right.
Organic might be a part of their name.
Yeah.
So once they put it on it,
Yeah.
I love that you just said that.
yeah.
I'm gonna give some info. Here's some info. You're so 100% right now. You know, McDonald's did this, eh?
Yeah.
McDonald's, you know how they say their burgers come from 100% beef? It's true. It's absolutely true. They bought a company that does the processed meat, and they named it legally. It's called 100% beef.
Yeah.
So the company itself is called 100% beef.
So they're not lying.
No.
They're not legally lying.
Holy wow.
So our burgers,
Yeah.
they come
From a
from
100%.
from 100%
A company
beef.
called 100%.
Yeah, it's right there across the
beef.
street.
Yeah.
So
Like stuttering.
a good point. You can't always just like
Yeah. So
think.
sometimes you just have to
It's crazy.
swallow and wish for the best.
Hey, I tried to go organic once. Needless to say, I never went back. I just couldn't afford it.
And it's just a price thing.
Yeah, I couldn't afford it.
Why something that's good for you is supposed to cost so much?
More, and it costs more.
Yeah,
Because presumably you're not using as much fertilizer and extra stuff, right?
so
I
should it be
I
less?
think
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's why it should
If
cost
you're
less.
using less with something,
Yeah.
you should be paying for what you're getting then.
Paying
Yeah.
for less, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel the whole thing is all together in one, the same as the medical industry, right? And there's no money in the cure. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
the sickness, right?
The perpetual sicknesses that keeps the money in their pockets.
If everybody starts eating healthy, believe me, the government suffers over that. You know,
course.
so there's no good in it for the government. How do you think is like you can get away with anything up here pretty much, but you can't do this, you can't do that. But they have not taken cigarettes off
No,
the shelf.
they won't.
You know, and it's proven.
Yeah.
It's so overly proven decades ago that there's a number one cancer killer. Well, cancer is one of the most wicked things that we have in the world that we can't seem to cure. Yet
Well-
the government's like, yeah, but we're taxing it.
Well, right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
I was on a plane coming from England, and I was reading in an article where a doctor said, right now, if you have cancer, it's better to inject that person with cancer with AIDS, so that because the AIDS virus eats the cancer cells,
Of
Oh.
course.
and then try to fight the AIDS. The AIDS is easier
Easier
to fight
than
than
the
cancer.
cancer.
And I'm
Really?
like, yo,
Yeah.
What kind of
Yeah.
world we're in?
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they probably have a cure, but you'll never know about it.
True.
And then you send
True.
you send the Ebola after the AIDS, and then Jesus.
Something in the West Nile.
You
But
won't-
but
you
you
won't
remember
live.
though, AIDS used to be what cancer is now. People used to freak out about AIDS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now they're saying, remember, I don't know if you guys ever seen this ad, AIDS, not a death sentence. You know?
Right, but you have to
Wow.
remember too, you know, I've never seen no rich person freak out about AIDS ever. I've never seen that, and them going with some of the freakiest things.
yeah, and they seem to be fine. Like
They don't
they've
care
got
about
it.
Yeah,
There's a few people that, I know a few Hollywood stars that died of AIDS, whether or not they publish it or not.
yeah. Freddie
Right?
Mercury from Queen died of it.
A few of them died of AIDS. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of the progress that they've made in medicine, right? So to speak, so they claim, right? So hopefully, maybe cancer will be like that.
I mean, and then you had Dr. Sebi that said that he had, well, that said he had the cure for it, and he ended up dead.
Oh, the same guy that the guy that Sebel, Dr.
Yeah,
Sebel,
Sebi,
yes,
yeah.
Sebi, okay.
Hey, my a good friend, he's a health guru, and he explained to me what the next plague is, and it makes absolute sense. Where it's going to be a very common cold. He says the problem is over here, right? When we're in Canada, we're obsessed with disinfecting things. You know, Lysol, everything, hand sanitizer 3, 4, 5 times an hour. Sometimes you have everything. You're just sterilizing everything. So we're kind of making everything where our bodies have no immunity built up. So a new strain of cold will come, and it'll be a simple cold where you wouldn't even notice. Like you have a sniff right now, you wouldn't even notice, you know? But this cold, you're going to get it, and because you have no tolerance, you know what I
Right, 'cause
mean?
you wiped away everything.
Exactly. That it's just going to kill you because you won't be able to cure it.
Is that what your friend said?
So it is sick.
it
I ain't
makes
going
sense.
out by a cold. I'm sorry.
A lot of people, like even now, like even if you realize now, a lot of people have colds for a while.
It's so true.
Yeah,
It's
for
so
a
true.
while, and people
Can't
aren't
kick it.
getting up for it for real.
So true.
That's sorry, I forgot. That's actually funny. Like that was like our first phone call. I was trying to give him a cold
I was sick for
recipe.
a while too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like our first call. He's like, "Oh, I'm sick. We'll do that." I'm like, "Want a recipe?"
Yeah,
So good.
I was sick for a while.
Yo,
I was sick for almost for a long
yeah,
time.
With a
It was
cold?
weeks, just a cold, but it's just
it wouldn't go away.
the things are holding on now. It's crazy. So, 3-year goal
3-year goal
for Kirk Diamond.
from now.
Yes.
I should have my own festival by the end
Wow.
of 3 years.
Is that something you
I like
really
that.
you want your own
Yeah.
festival?
Because these promoters that are keeping festival now, have no sense, no apologies,
Okay.
right? I think they take artists here for fool.
Mm.
You know what I mean? There's no way, for example, now you're gonna have a festival. I have an artist like Esco Levi who win 5 Juno,
Right.
but he doesn't close the show. It doesn't
Okay.
make no sense to me.
Right.
Where he's proven, obviously, that he's a great enough artist. Where his peers are the Drakes and all these people.
Mm-hmm.
You could never look at somebody like a Drake or a Michael Bublé and say, guess what now, such and such is going to close the show. You could never do that,
Right.
right? So I feel as if something has to be done as far as the artists are concerned, where they're getting the shine, the spotlight, or at least let them know that
respect.
the respect
Yeah.
and the appreciation that they deserve.
It would be nice to see somebody like fix that.
Yeah. So that's why, like, even right now, after this year, certain festivals can't call me next year unless they're talking proper money
Right.
and proper timing as well. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're gonna look at somebody and say, listen here, how would you like $200 to perform at this festival? Okay, but you have a $500,000 grant,
Exactly.
but you're giving this man $200 now. How much song you want him sing? 3. Okay, so he's gonna want to buy clothes because you don't want him to go on the stage look like foolishness, right? So you're talking about maybe let's say $100. So, right. So there goes half of the money already. See? Then transportation to get to your venue. The way gas price look, you're talking about the next 50. So I'm only at $50 now.
Straight.
Right? Okay. So now what with them? Gonna food and transportation. Yeah? So now how much he's gonna sing 3 songs. To voice one of those songs probably cost him, if he did it at a good studio, let's say the studio costs $40 an hour and he took 3 hours to voice it. That's $120. That means him over where we do
No, in a
already.
deficit.
See? And then we're not talking about mix and mastering it for that song. So now he's still losing off of these songs. He's not
Absolutely.
making anything off of these songs at this point. Right? So with me, I don't care if I have a festival and it's 20 artists. If I'm able to get a grant and can pay the 20 artists, then we're going to do that. Right? If I perform, that's good. You see me perform already. But it's for everybody in the city or that is trying to make it as an artist to get a spotlight and to show the respect to them and say, listen, this is the artist that you need to see. You know what I mean?
But that's what we need. That like
Definitely. Well, it's people like you, Sue and John, that is really giving the motivation to artists. Because if people don't know who Kirk Diamond is, I speak unapologetically. I don't care. If they don't like me, they never helped me to get to where I am.
okay.
You have
right.
big radio stations that aren't playing us.
Right.
You call me for an interview and you say, I gladly come to Hamilton for this interview.
Absolutely.
Right?
Positive
you have
from the
radio
minute.
station on air that are playing the most foolishness. Songs don't make sense, songs don't mix good. That won't even interview me, even though I want a Juno.
Wow.
See? And even when you reach out to them, they'll read the message and ignore you.
It's an unbelievable how I've seen a lot of like these stations go, and even selectors sometimes are kind of foolish because I've mentioned this in the past where I've had huge. I'm not gonna call the name, but I've had a massive star with me, and just we have an open night. He's performing tomorrow night, so let me take you out. Let's go do something, right? And I've gone into a dance. As we go into the dance, we're at the wall. Nobody figured it out yet, and they play the artist that I'm with. The DJs is playing them. I'm like, perfect timing. So I run up, and I was like, yo, I'm like, look who I have here. He wants to come and bless up your sound and everybody here. The DJ is like, yo, I'm in my set. I'm in my set, guy. I'm like, no. See the guy you're playing right now? Look at the wall. He's right here, and he would like to come up and meet you. Yo, listen, talk to me later, man. I'm doing my set. I'm like, are you crazy? I'm like, what would you play if you didn't have this man writing that song?
But John, let me tell you something now. And this is serious. A lot of these guys we call selectors aren't selectors. Because, for example,
press button.
If Stone Love was here and he's playing a Buju Banton, and Buju Banton come up and say, listen, Rory, Weep Out. They're not even asking no question. Sound stop, them find a rhythm, Buju.
It's a given. It's a given.
Respect for the artist.
Yeah.
Without the music, what are you playing?
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Think about it. He's in his
100%.
set.
Right.
If this man never existed, 5 minutes of time set gone.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? So some of them aren't. Them so locked into it. They might as well get a 9 to 5, in some IT company and just a press button,
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what they're doing.
Right.
Yep.
You have no respect for the culture at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Something like that is total foolishness to me.
Like they're not playing the song because they're excited about the song. They're just, I got the latest song, so I gotta let everybody know that I got the latest song.
Yeah.
So
I think it's good that you're speaking out and giving it from an artist perspective, right?
I mean, because you have to remember too, so like I've been through all of this. I go on an interview, and the interviewer, who's not an artist, he's a dancer, but he's on radio now. And he looked at me and Bill and said that we shouldn't be doing music. We're not good enough to do music.
right.
Wow.
Yeah, he said that straight up, live on air.
Wow.
And we see the public start calling into them and saying, yo, the song sound good, what you guys talking about? And starting to defend us. And some of them will say, true, man, them not good. All because they have a voice of power then.
Yeah.
To say, because remember, people look at you if you're on radio as someone that has a knowledge and influence.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you say that this person is not good,
Right.
they're gonna take it as, yo, well, him up on radio.
True. And if he says so true,
Yeah.
A lot of people think like that. A lot of people are sheep. You know what I mean? Unless the artist is doing something that is of their lifestyle. Whereas, for example, if you love the bleaching thing or whatever, and Cartel come and sing about the bleaching, some people are going to say, yeah, foolishness that, man, you're not fair bleach, but you do it. And he's saying about what you do, so he's going to relate with that person.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's the only way. But then other than that, if you don't have that support system yet, and for you not play an artist or give a respect to an artist and say, yo, listen to the artist and I'm bad, then the industry, not the culture, not going to grow. And then 100 years from now, reggae is not Jamaican no more, it's European. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And
Fantastic point.
These people are the people that are the cause of that. So right now, I feel like said, me, you, and Sue put on some army green and take away some guy computer.
Do it. Rasta soldiers. Here we go. One more time.
Yeah, it don't make no sense because they're really hurting the industry and the culture.
Well,
It is. I mean,
I feel if you truly love your craft and what you do, right? I feel that, and this is why I've based in reggae music, because I'm still trying to go off that original one love feeling, where we're all supposed to be connected. There's a thing I live by called livity, and it goes through you, that plant behind you, everything, and we're all supposed to understand this connection, and everything that we do to contaminate life, to break life down, we all suffer together, whether I ever met you or not. If I do something that is not positive for life,
It comes back.
I'm killing you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And vice versa. So we have to start supporting each other, and I think creating platforms to give people the opportunity to make that happen. Because we could talk. Everybody can talk and say wicked things.
True.
Right.
But like, get up and do something.
Well,
Make an effort.
you have to, or it don't make no sense. Then what are you living for?
Definitely. And I think, you know what, one of the things that we have to continue doing is keep playing the music.
Yeah.
Or keep playing the old music, you know what I mean? We can't let it go. I know we get so caught up with the dancehall sometimes, but
Well, we have to preserve what we have.
we do.
Because if you look at it now, like, yeah, I put something on my Instagram and say, I think it was Facebook, where I say, we get older and then the elders are getting just old. You know what I mean? So eventually, or we grow up and they get old, sorry. You know what I mean? Meaning, eventually, oh bless it, eventually,
we get old.
We get old.
That's
and
right.
then there's nobody going to be there to even say, for example, Prince Buster is gone. How much artists come up here and even mention Prince Buster name?
One of my favorite artists too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when I did the song with Derek Morgan, Prince Buster's son linked me and said, yo, that's a great song. I
Really?
love it. Remember, that's the original beef, of reggae music.
Yeah.
It's Prince Buster and Derek Morgan.
So how's that feel? How's that feel when people like that reach out to you and kind of like give you that reassurance?
Well,
you know?
it helps me with the motivation to keep on doing it. You know what I mean? Like when, for example, now Stitchy attacked to me now all of a sudden. Stitchy when me sit down on YouTube and say, yo, watch your money in Red Star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right, yes.
Like, come on now. Like, we are listening to from Stereo and
Yeah.
Ricky Stereo and Stitchy. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
And him attack to me now.
Right.
After, let's say, maybe 25 years of being a fan. Now, tell me, say, you're
He's your peer. He's
you know
your
what
peer,
I mean?
Yeah.
And it wasn't because me have to hire him for do nothing and pay him a bag of money and all of a sudden he respects me because of money or not like that. It's just for the work I'm put in.
You kind of get into that circle where now you're becoming one of those.
Yeah,
that,
exactly.
You know, because the way I think that you should move forward is that think about the people that you've been looking up to, right? To get to
Right.
this point. You have to be responsible enough to wake up and notice that what you do, somebody else is looking in on you to be like, I wonder what Kirk's doing today. That man really drive my inspiration.
Yeah, exactly. Well, for example, that clip,
Yeah.
that clip that I sent you, originally how that starts, I did my own freestyle first. And then the crowd was like, yo, I'm bad. And then I was like, so wait, you're not impressed? I'm like, so suppose me go super fast like Stitchy and Papa San them like that
Yeah.
like impress you. And then they're like, yeah, make we hear that.
Yeah.
And then I did, and then the place was like, yo,
Yes.
Really?
Jano, like really?
Okay.
So these are the things that I would say I use to try to preserve a talent like a Stitchy in dancer. You know what I mean? So for example, God forbid a day come when Stitchy is no longer with us. What are we going to have
Yes,
to remember
yes,
Stitchy to say,
true.
yo, this
Yes.
man was great
Yes,
at what he
yes.
did.
So,
Remember, he has the first dancehall song ever on a major label, nobody don't even know this,
yeah.
He reads my posts.
No, we know it. We know this.
Yeah.
Because we hear when him clash and
Right.
he say, listen, no you are the young man. You know what I mean?
I know
So-
he's done it. I tell you, you know how much feedback I did when I did the promo for what was it? Hip Hop Central. We do a show here, Hip Hop Central, and Stitchy did a song with LL Cool J, and people like,
He
yo,
did?
yeah, and you know how much
Big
people
man.
are like going, John, you're really bad at remixing, eh? I'm like, no, go get 14 shots to the dome. Stitchy's on it.
Yeah.
What?
Straight up, man, straight up,
But these are things where, like I said, like we just constant, so what are they up to now?
Right.
Like, what are, like, Juna Demos, who's one of my favorite entertainers.
Yes.
Like, when I met Juna Demos in Brooklyn, it was just like, yo, this
Oh,
guy-
you
this
got to
guy's
meet him.
funny.
Nice.
Like, really, really, like, it's not just, like, he really talks like this. Like, this is not even,
A show put
you know
on.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like me now, I'm just like, just quiet and just looking the whole time because, like, now I'm
fascinated.
starstruck.
Of course,
And I'm
of
like,
course.
this
Yeah.
guy really talks like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I meet Tiger when Tiger came here a couple years ago. I'm like, he really speaks like that.
Yeah.
You know,
These
like-
people, they've made a career off who they are, their personalities. You know?
Yeah, Exactly. You know what I mean? But to my point, these are the people that paved what we did.
Yeah.
They're the foundations, are they like to call them the dinosaur, but they are literally the gate to this world that we love. Without them, what would it be? We'd be shooby dooby
Yeah, true,
and
true,
dancing
true,
like
true,
the
true.
Temptations and all these things.
True, true.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
What about Shabba? Yeah,
Shabba?
Yes.
I'm a fan of Shabba.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? But
Shabba Bud.
hear the thing about it now with Shabba now. Shabba is popular. I like the people that never really got
Okay.
that.
You like the groundbreakers.
Major
Okay.
mackerel in these kind
You
of
like the
podcasts.
That's even so much. Like, for example, now, like with Shabba now, we know that before the
He came after the struggle, is
Grammys
what you're
and all
saying.
that,
He came
you know what
after
I
the
mean?
breakout.
Off of the early bees and all these people. Like, that's where he came off of the general trees
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
these things.
Fair, yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? I like to hear that story. Like, for example, when I listen to Shabba, I like to listen to, for example, if you like somebody, right? Or if I like somebody, I want to hear who that person likes. Whoever
Okay.
that person likes, that's who I need to go listen to.
Okay.
Because there's a
Right.
reason why that person likes them, maybe.
Exactly.
So they want to
So
find it out.
if I like you, I need to know why I like you. So it has to
sense.
be something from there that say, okay, so Shabba really look up to General Cheese. So now I'm listening to General Cheese.
Right.
And then now General Cheese was apprenticed by Sassafras. So now I'm listening to Sassafras and I'm like, yo,
Wow.
this guy is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it's really impressive how knowledgeable you are in
I know. I feel
reggae
like I'm in
music.
school, you know.
No, I'm telling you, like I'm not to say that I discredit you or didn't expect, but I am definitely impressed
Absolutely.
because no, there's so much artists out there right now. I know some artists that are very good artists, but they don't really have a background knowledge of the music that they're doing.
That's
You
right.
know that
Yeah.
they're
How
a part
far it
of.
came
Then it makes
from.
no sense. Then
You know?
you're going to be in one box all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like to know, so you know what? If someone say, okay, Kirk, I know it's not your thing, but the only available booking that we have for you right now is if you want to go on a ska festival. I need to be able to say, yo, Ban, give me a ska rhythm now.
Right.
And I know exactly what I'm doing on it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because we have the knowledge of this to say, because like I say, I study everything music. Like I need to know how it is done and why it was as popular as it
Right.
can.
Kirk, we believe you study. We believe you.
No, this is fantastic.
Yeah,
So, with all that kind of knowledge, right? Oh, I want to big up Give Nation. They're here.
Yeah, man,
Surprise
big
us
up
right in the middle of the interview. What's going on, everybody?
Hey,
All
Give.
right. This
What's
is Kirk,
up, Give?
Kirk Diamond right here. So, I'm going to ask you, with all this knowledge, I feel like it's helped you become Kirk Diamond. All right.
Yeah.
So, what kind of message, what advice would you give to, let's say, a brand new artist, a young artist coming up, trying to do or become what you've become?
Well, my advice to any artist is why do you do what you do? If I can't answer that question, I'm gonna need to go no more. Why do you do it? Do you love it? Then I don't even have to tell you what to do if you love it.
Okay.
Because, for example, my parents, like most West Indian parents, or most parents anyways, are like, for me anyways, it was, you need to go to school, you need to get a job, do something, I don't care what it is, just do something with school.
Yes.
You know what I mean? With me, it's music alone I actually loved. You know what I mean? My parents didn't know I was an artist until someone from England called them and tell them, say, hey, I just saw Kirk on TV.
You're joking.
For 10 years, I hid this from them that I was an artist. They knew me as a dancer because they'll go buy food and see me on a flyer. You know what I mean? But as an artist, I had to make other people tell them, say, yo, he's good enough to be an artist.
Wow.
But it kind of validates you at the same time, right? So
right. So then when I got nominated for, and this was a year before I got nominated for a Juno, so like he's an artist and he has a video. It looked good and it sounded
Beg your
good.
pardon?
Yeah.
A year before you got nominated
so
for a
2014.
Juno,
Yeah.
your parents knew that you were an artist.
Yeah. So because
Wow.
my parents is always gonna be that nagging. you're wasting your time, you're broke all the time.
Right.
Wow.
What you doing with your money?
So you
True.
so what happened when you won the Juno?
When they understand fully what's going on now.
Wow.
Now my dad's beef is with radio stations that don't want to play.
I like that. I like that.
He switched gears. He
Yeah.
kept the same engine running, but he just like, you know what? Now I'm gonna put it on that.
Because
Yeah.
what he does, he realized that I listen to him. Because if you listen to Grader, where I say, my father said, "I never sing no song about no gun where I bang." Right? That's a true story.
Right.
I was doing a
Okay.
dub play for Flatline. And me I shoot down a whirl.
Wow.
MacGyver. None of these guys no bad like me at this moment in time. And my dad just came in the room. Yo, I music that. You better turn off that and go to bed, you know? And then he went downstairs and like, yo, I'm to Kirk.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, I'm to Kirk. He's like, you want to hear me? A warrior. If you go join the army.
It was the best interview ever. I swear
See?
to God.
And then my mom was like, him would have wrong. I better go to school.
Oh my god.
Right? And then, word for word, that's what I put in my song.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I never wrote another song like that ever again. And even that dope edit, I deleted it and Flatline never got it.
Wow.
It was just like, it hurt my feelings. So
Yeah,
I remember I
yeah.
told that they humble me like in a wickedest way. It's like it's just embarrassing. I turn around, he's behind me. Yo, that's not music. Foolishness. That.
But what are they saying now, Kirk? After the Juno, what are they saying now?
They know that I'm not singing nothing that they wouldn't approve.
You know, his
of.
mom
Right.
his mom's
You know.
doing whatever she does, and she's just humming his.
Yeah, so like I started, if my mom is not working, like I'll go inside and I see her playing like on YouTube, just Kirk Diamond plays. And I'm like, Mommy, what are you watching? Yo, turn off that. Don't tell me what to watch.
See? Wow.
I want to
Right.
watch this one. This was a
Wow.
nice interview that you did.
And then she probably like, I know why you waste all that time in school. You could have been, you could have been singing.
You know,
Yeah.
I know, Kirk. If there's one time I didn't want you to listen to me, it was that one
And
time.
always be those people goes, I told you to quit school. I told you. I said, what?
You know, so
What you talk about?
it's one of those things.
Well, kudos for being brave, though. That's
Yeah.
courage. That's
But
courage.
just certain things you can't deny doing it. You know what I mean? And that would be my advice to anybody. It's like if you love it, you just do it no matter what. But you have to love it, because if you don't love something, you won't do it.
It's true.
Like
it's
as soon
true.
as something get tough, you'll be like, forget this. Gone
I-
to something different.
Really hope that comes true with this festival idea you have, because
Well, that's what my birthday party actually is supposed to be.
yeah.
So if you realize there's me, Tiffany, Bilda,
When is your birthday party?
June 22nd at Eclectic.
Oh, okay.
So basically, this is just usually what Violet Fridays is it's run by a friend of mine, Fraser.
Right.
So usually he'll like highlight one artist. So this time, I said to him, listen, I'll come in on you, but it won't be just me. I need to have all my friends there, because if I perform and Tiffany don't perform, I'm trouble. And now go nap. Stop hear that.
Okay.
Tiffany like, Kirk, you take me for fool. You know what I mean?
Big up Tiffany
And then
Balbo.
Bilda is the same way, and then Slim Flex he represent Africa, like the greatest African artist made by ear. And then Journey Star, who has one of the most powerful voices I've ever heard. Seen, and I'm like, okay, then if we have a lineup like this could eventually grow into something
Right.
else. So all we have to do is just knock the first one out of the park and have people understand what I'm trying to do.
like a launching pad,
Right?
yeah.
And then I brought it to Peter, who is the promoter for Afrofest. And he's like, I like this idea, Kirk. Well, here's some money. Here's my logo. I'm a part of it. So now
Awesome.
we got a bigger budget now to even keep something that, you know. So
Sounds like it's working. It's coming together. It's coming
there's
together.
so much things that I'm the type of person, like if I don't get help to do something, it's fine. It's just gonna take longer, but I'm gonna do it.
That's right.
Right,
You know,
right,
so
right. Well, it's
there's
nice
some-
you're working with Tiffany too. She's a part of our family here, so
Yeah.
it's nice that. Almost weird that we haven't done this from already before, but I know you guys are
Yeah,
close and work together a lot.
She's one of my closest friends.
That's
you
good.
know.
She's coming into her own big time this year too.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
it's good.
Proud of her with all of that. You know.
So who's another artist that's out there, right? And we'll try to wrap some of this up now, right? But before we leave, I definitely want to know who are some artists out there that inspire you, that you kind of like look up to, that inspire you.
Well, for different reasons, like different artists for different reasons. So, for example, Bounty Killer, because of what he speaks in most times. So, for example, like Poor People Fed Up and all these songs that we like, where he's talking about, you know what I mean, the poverty level and the system doing nothing to help it. You know what I mean? I really love a Jacob Miller that was brave enough to take off a policeman hat and go burn a spliff in it on stage, knowing that at that time, if he wasn't who he was, he would have died. You know what I mean? Like these type of stuff are things that the rebels really inspire me to be able to know, you know what? If you believe in something, just stand up for it. And if them want do nothing about it, well, you do what you want to them. You know what I mean? And then at the same time, I'm not no fool either. You know, we like the love songs, them the Berries, them man.
Right.
And the next thing too, I feel like Berries might be one of the greatest lyricists of all time, where our music is concerned.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I love that you said that because, you know, there's you always freak me out when you like jump around like that. Anyway, but you know, when a lot of people outside of our circle or reggae music, they're like, they're always, I get so much people, they're like, John, make me a CD, make me a reggae CD. I'm like, well, what do you like? What do you want? I don't know, just something good. Something good. I'm like, good? No, I got the Legend CD, something different. I'm like, well, let me give you this one. And I will always run off a Barris Hammond.
You never go wrong, right?
That's the thing.
Well,
there's which song flop? Which is a bad song?
I know.
What's a bad Barris could like just kind of like read the newspaper to you and be like,
and it would be a hit.
I think she's pregnant.
and that is the reason why he's a great look, because he says stuff that you could actually see that happen. Is like, damn, you could picture it without a video. You could picture it like,
True.
come on now.
Lipstick stains,
Or like,
I got to tiptoe.
Right.
Every song
is
you're
like
pretty,
that's like
you're pretty sure that he's telling you what he did.
Yeah.
Or it was a story that happened already.
Like, Barris is messed up. Like,
Yeah, same.
you're really like, you know.
Yeah.
It's ingenious,
like,
ingenious.
Taurus Riley is close behind Barris
Brilliant.
as well. Like right now, you know.
Have you heard of that guy Hezron?
Hezron, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think he's a lot like Barris.
Yeah, I love his voice too.
Yeah,
Me and him
yeah.
have the same PR. Diana from England, music media management.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So me and Hezron, we
Well, Barris works with Hezron quite a bit, so he's helped him voice coach him and everything. So that's where Hezron has gotten a lot of his.
but you could tell Barris
Yeah.
students. So Jacure is a Barris student.
Okay.
Ginger is a Barris student.
right,
Okay.
right.
Buju is a Barris student.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Bojo.
Yeah.
Less smooth, but very talented.
Bojo?
Yeah.
Of course.
And you know who else is also a big Barris fan?
Eh.
John Legend.
Oh yeah.
But you could tell by, like I said, you could tell by the way they sing. They sing like almost like they're running out of breath, but they still have enough power
Yeah, to go through.
to go through it. All of them, Jacure sings it. It sounds like they're crying, kind of. The only person that sing,
That's what it is.
yeah, it's the only
Wow,
person
that's so
that
true.
sings cool with it is Barris.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's the original.
I guess so. And then his brother. I don't know if you ever heard his brother, Len Hammond's
Len
dad.
Hammond.
If
Len
you ever
Hammond's
see
dad,
it,
his brother?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's where.
I
That's
did not
like
know
the
that.
original.
Len Hammond is Barris' nephew.
Okay.
And even Len, like if you see Len perform, it's like Jano, like
Very
you know,
similar.
like when I went to June, that was the first time I actually got to talk to Len, and Len was giving me like a breakdown of what it was like when he won his Juno.
Right.
I'm like, yo, why the hell did it have to change?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that made sense to me, where they would fly in an artist from Jamaica, like a Beanie Man,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
then it would be Beanie and Lenormand in concert,
Okay.
balancing it out, so it'd be dancehall and reggae.
Yeah.
Right.
Instead of it being a popcorn and a alkaline on one show, you're getting one crowd.
Right.
And anything can happen. in a
So what
crowd like
happened
that.
this year? Who was?
It was popcorn and spice this year. And
Oh,
last
okay.
year it was alkaline and Movado and Jamil. You know what I
Yo,
mean? But
Kirk,
you only get
Kirk, you're going to get us in trouble. It was Popcan, Spice, and...
Tiffany Malva.
yeah. Don't catch me in the trouble.
And she probably wouldn't even catch up on it till a while ago. Thanks a lot. Jen.
Oh, fail.
beat you out.
Hashtag fail.
Yeah.
Seeing, so yeah, so you know, I think if they balance it out, reggae and dance a little bit.
Len is a wise
Yeah, man,
person.
the balance,
Len
that's
is
the
a-
word, the
Len is a
So when he's telling
wise
to me, I'm like,
person.
it's like I'm there with him in my mind. I'm like, yeah, this used to be like this, and he was on Much Music, singing and all these things, and I'm like, We don't even have much music no more.
I know. We don't.
I don't know.
We don't.
Much music is
Is
more
that
like
that on that TV thing?
Yeah, that thing called
that
TV,
big picture
yeah.
box.
yeah.
I want to watch that one day.
Yeah, like
Stick with me, John.
Nah,
at one, and it changed. It really changed. Because when I came here, the mix was on with Master T.
right. You see Master T doing it again too.
Is it?
Yeah, he started again.
The mix?
No, not the. I don't know if the mix, but he's actually Master T's got like a TV show now or something.
I don't know.
So I don't know.
I think that kind of run left him now.
Maybe.
Because when I came here, it was the lady when named Monica on Electric Circus. And Master T and the mix.
Yeah.
So every Wednesday and Saturday morning, that's where you would get the reggae videos, them, and the dancehall videos, and
Yeah.
the Run Nelson on a Friday night.
There's a Shabba every week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah.
And
And
Monica. Oh, Monica. I miss you, Monica.
She doesn't look like that anymore. I
Oh,
googled her.
well, I
the
don't.
other
I
day.
miss her now. I miss her then. I miss her then.
I googled her the other day.
Did you? Like, what happened?
She aged.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she aged.
Ungracefully, I can guess.
No man, she look alright.
We're gonna do a lot of editing.
I don't think she's watching. I think we're safe.
All right, fair.
Mind you, this is like 25 years ago, so therefore a lot will
We
change.
gotta give the lady some break, eh?
Oh man, back
look
in the
good.
day when you used to do those things or watch those shows, that's what was your inspiration. You'd be like, "Oh, I gotta get on the Electric Circus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just," and then you
Oh,
stand in
so
front.
true.
You stand in front, and you're like, "I'm gonna marry her. I'm gonna marry Monica," and then you just do this as fast as you can for
You
like,
know they have the videos on YouTube, right? Like
yeah.
Electric Circus, like the full episode.
Get out, really?
Wow.
And then when you look at them, you're like, yo, these dancers are on drugs.
No, it's
Right?
crazy. Listen,
It's true.
as a young kid, I was actually on a show. There was another show that was just like it was called Chris Shepard's 102, right? And I won tickets with my friend to go on that show, and we just danced, right? We danced like crazy, and they liked us, so we end up becoming a part of that. But that was just one thing we're trying to like clip out of our history still. It was one of those things where like we're the baddest people around, and then a couple years later, somebody find it, we look up, we're like, that's what we looked like? Oh man. And talk about those big pants we were talking about there.
Yeah, trust me, it wasn't cool.
Hashtag times. All right. Well, I would love for everybody, right? Because we have tuning in right now. We have Gambia. All right.
Yeah, big
we
up
have
Gambia.
Trinidad. We have Brazil, France, England, New York. We have
Germany.
a lot of people. Germany. Sorry, Kirk. Germany. Big up yourself, DJ Kirk work.
Yeah,
All right. And I'd
Mango
love
Tree.
for them. Was it?
Mango Tree from Germany. They produced my EP
Okay.
Oh, cool. Big
Nice,
up Mango
nice.
Tree.
from a place named Nuremberg.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
No,
Yeah, that's a popular
Germ-
place.
Germany surprised me. I learned so much lately. Even a lot of one of our artists, Tinka Stewart. He does shows there every year and just sends me. He'll be on stage. Tinka's crazy. Tinka will be on stage, video say something, and send me. I'm like, what's that? He goes, me right now on stage. I'm like, that was you today? Right now. I'm like, sing, man.
Really?
Just don't worry. Yeah, I'm like, dude, sing. And it's like, he shows me the crowd. He goes, John, you don't want to come to Germany? And I'm like, he shows me a crowd. And it's like the entire planet goes to Germany that day. I've never seen so many people in my life.
Because you have to remember, it's like, for example, the producers, they were telling me that like dancehall shows where artists would come and perform, that shuts down from like March till September.
Is that right?
Because it's just festivals. It makes no sense for them to come to a club when they could have 1 million people in front of them.
No,
True.
absolutely,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? And they have a festival maybe like every weekend.
Oh, wow.
Saskatoon's like that too, but it's not the same.
It just at all. But it just amazes me that you could take a country and you know what? This is a great way to end the interview part, right? Is that this is the epitome in my books of reggae music. Is you take a country that maybe has a tainted past on not being the most loving people in the world, right? And now they are the biggest reggae festival in the world.
Yeah.
Germany is like one of the biggest reggae lovers, which is like all different cultures involved, the message, the everything. So reggae music, man, It's a life-changing thing.
Well, they say one thing about music.
When it hits you,
feel no pain.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of music, I would love everybody to witness Kirk Diamond perform some songs.
Mr. Greatness right here in the kitchen.
Okay. Oh, yeah, ready when you're ready.
You ready? You're good? All right. Give Nation, big up yourself. Kirk Diamond, this is Reasoning with My Friends. Our friend today is Kirk Diamond, here with Sue Dime. And this is Kirk Diamond.
Huh. Yeah, sweeten up. Yeah. Well, watch out then. Well, pan them quest with it. Turn up already, my little bit. Yeah, oh, come on, all of a sudden we are getting some love and all them things on this thing out there. What is Facebook? Yeah. Who is there? Tell me who is there, my boy. Yeah, big up. James Johnson. Big up KD Vibes.
Hey, Miss.
Big up Tracy Chris. Big up Tracy.
Miss Jean Johnson says she knows you. She
Yeah,
around the barbecues.
Yeah, man, I know her, man.
All right. look at Sue Dime squint. How we get old, We get old.
Already, man, could deal with it wicked.
All right, let's read it. Here we go. Read them up.
Yeah. I like how it sound. Zow say, you know it's Kirk Diamond representing for Soul Kitchen. Anyway, then I will tune in. Watch this now, no? Well, pan them quest for the truth. Buck up on with them shoot the nose of the statues. Gone nuts, the great woman, I know all man, I try cash show. Now go send me sight of things from them point of view. Now, but one and salute, no really care if them feel it rude. Worse like how them use them dirt, try cover up the roots. Then grab the tree, then force to leave the book, they warn about the fruits. And build a one room for Laura Craft and raid the two man. Same thing for Mr. Jones from Indiana and him grow. Yeah, that's how we grow. Couldn't be no fool. Learning fundamental, so we go to school. But think for yourself, you know that is the golden rule. The centuries they sit them of the elders in a loo with this guy in disguise. And watch her now again. Is a miss a giver, make me give them the surprise. You know who they are? Watch out, and them will tell you Kirk Diamond a blinger. Jaja know I'm a singer. Born June them say cancer, them probably feel I'm a killer. Now lay down on a pillow, roll this up like a pillar in a me. Bad jacket, but them can't do me like thriller. In a my matching filler, never been me no stiller. Still I aim for the penthouse, we never start in a cellar plus mana. King Conqueror, you know me gorilla. Then all of the ape them with them a claim on the thing ya. Can't tell me about master unless you talk about P. Miller. Prefer answer to niggas before me answer to nigga. When me look in the mirror, me love the skin. When me inna them send me complexion chocolate, me know me black like vanilla. One more than that, or you want me going again?
Boy, we're gonna switch it out.
Sure?
Whoa, my gosh, you got more? You got more?
Well, we're surprised now me there Hamilton. I know England, but you know the Kingland. See it now me there, so me all a sing song. And from the man to the dan, enough gal a swing from. But from me, little bit me never like swing song. And any girl me a look, she can't be no jing bang. Who a run down badness when them not go live long. Grey up you a look a better, you go dig one. No me Jaja real, no tell me about no big bang. Any big bang is out of the clip it lit from. People have to wonder if I saw me brain turn. You know say me there so now with Sue and John. Hey, yes. Kirk Diamond in the kitchen.
Well, I see a bad. Nobody expected that, did they? Nobody expected that. Ready. Rhythm up. Kirk Diamond.
You see if Tiffany was here, Tiffany would have said, you know.
Boy, she killed it. So what she said?
Bad-minded people can never reach nowhere.
Pop.
Wicked-minded people. But watch her then.
She gonna call, you know.
Well, once upon a time, we used to live in love and harmony. And once upon a time, my best friend wouldn't wanna be my enemy. Once upon a time, I'm dreaming of once upon a time. Yeah. Well, once upon a time, listen, we used to settle with indifferences. I know the differences. Friend I kill friend, I can't believe I witnessed this. In these last days, treading down these pathways. They want me kill my friend, but me and my brother now go part ways. Me now go fight in a them gang war. Cause I know every ghetto youth a gangster. For all the good times we give thanks for. Though the road rugged, but you know we tried it from far. So we wanna live in love and harmony. Once upon a time, my best friend wouldn't wanna be my enemy. Oh, once upon a time. Yeah, man. Oh, you want more again from that?
No, ready?
We can do that, you know.
Here we go.
All right.
Sling ting.
Watch her then. Tell them so we easy. Pick up everybody on the Facebook, you don't know. Soul Kitchen International. Watch her then now. You know why I wanna love it? How we tell them so we no off rock, tell them me no off rock, and I like that. No off rock, tell them me no off rock. Hey, Soul Kitchen, no off rock, tell them me no off rock. You know why? No off rock, but watch this now. Hey, me kill them with the flow, yeah. The wall of the done them a soldier, all in a grease a machine and a toga. If I repeat him with that him like poker, all of this man is a about a loca. Know that we no competent, no chat till we see blood running like mocha. Then burn jump up on one like it's soca, make you say oh God. You can't take chance to kung fu panda, when it a raining up feel like a Santa, but if it like a bottle of Fanta, make we a wonder. How them say I see them a sing and a shot them a shot. So kitchen they are rock, but them me tell them say me no over rock, tell them me no over rock. Hey, no over rock, tell them me over. And I like that, no over rock, no over rock. Oh watch I then me tell them, hey, them macha boy then, hey. Long before me a Sasha boyfriend, I want to never like me, cause me a ragamuffin, me still lie. Inna the belly like me a star, next in line. Yes, quick and
boy, I tell ya, I found it. Boy, I'm loving this. This is not expected.
This is a good rhythm and I like this rhythm. You ready for it now?
We're ready. Ready.
Well, no faster them are clean, but it wicked in a dread. Want everything and everybody else with them. But when you start to live is like them want to see you dead. Me say a good thing, a judge like we yet. Them no one we have, love in a we are. Them one we put gun in a we are. Them no love to see when we are dance and galanga. And them no love to hear when we are DJ and galang. But if them know where we know, pass and galanga. Now give away we life for them go laugh and galanga. After we no pirate for your blast, no cannon can't stop it from fly car. We are no pan and no Soul Kitchen. Me say that style and name good. Mix it down, Jada, me say mix me down good. And make me talk to the place, I hear me talk to them good. When you teach the youth, you have to teach the youth good. Nobody tell the youth, them not go come to nothing good. This try that, this try when it's Bill is what you should. Be doing with no one for ear, no locking and no cub. Every ghetto youth a star when he feel live a Hollywood. And number one up on the chart, this a show because I love in a we are. And I go in a we are. And them no love to see when we are dance and galanga. And them no love to hear when we are DJ and galang. But if you know what we know, pass and galanga.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, you really surprised me. You're wicked on that, eh? You're wicked. Yo.
Hey, you still up on it? This thing here?
Yeah, man.
Alright. But look at
Red.
Oh, red.
like the hanky from your pocket you get some beatings from.
Right. I'm telling you.
Beatings on the left even.
Watch you know. Hey, when me look a girl, me nah go talk it. No for them a man, me love to fight like a karate. Sure, Johnny tell me say me no feel left in knocky. Cause me happy make sure say them not do me like them do barky. Sorry, me's a youth no practice no karate. Sure, me have my girl, me do me technique in the crotchy. Sure, you know than them, we like to party. We don't cause trouble. This a no lady daddy, plus me stick on a break. Click fi take away your chick, yeah, kill her with it. You just want to kill her with it. Me can't believe her that you pick. As I would say, the girl them know the slogan fit. And when she whine to the floor, it get her ocean sick motion pick movie. Yeah, she wanted to a weep on it. She will a run and a balance on it. With the boots and the roots, you know, fresh cut tonic. Top girl is from the whole planet. Me say me love when the girl them a talk about the Dan. Love when the girl them a talk about it. Then she said, if I know me, I know give then a Jan. Easy.
Yo, I really wonder who else out there ever thought that you could DJ. You know?
No, for real. For real. Who knew?
Myself, I can't get any more in the music scene, and I just know you as a singer, you know, and I never see you until you show me that. But yeah,
that we do, man.
it's like you're not even attempting it. You have it mastered. You have it locked. I'll tell you, that's impressive. We definitely want to give people something that they've been dying to hear. I've like crazy emails saying, "Can you please play this? Can you please sing this one?" So we're gonna pull up your big grader. All right, so Greater is the song that is the talk of the town, and everybody wants to hear it live. You feel it now?
Yeah, man.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Soul Kitchen International Radio. This is Kirk Diamond.
Say a long time we a sing good song out here. Never give up, we stay strong out here. Cause we know so we have to have a plan out here. And if you follow this a business, then we can out here. My father said me not to sing no song, but no gun where you bang. Mother said me sing them song, they be the wrong. But this man don't trouble no one. But if you trouble me, that bring a bam bam, yeah. Cause if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything, yeah. And now one thing I know for sure, now or later, I will be greater, yes. Now or later, I will be greater. But someone say, do this and that me boss. But a jack guide me no give man me trust. Cause enough of them wicked and they ambitious. Them we dead when it good and when it's slow, it's like them want switch up. Me nah sell out for top no charts. And if you not like that, that not stop me heart. Me sing good songs for my fans because in a this a time I hit the world I want. So I just await my turn and make sure that no bridge no burn. Me must get what is due to me. Me no doctor but patience no new to me. Me have me youth and me him look up to. And from me look up then me know say him a look up to. So what? Failure is not an option. And one thing I know for sure. Now or later, I will be greater. Yeah. Now or later, I will be greater. I said we will be greater. Me say a long time we a sing good song out here. Never give up, we stay strong out here. Cause we know so we have to have a plan out here. And if you follow this a business, then we can out here. My father said me not fi sing no song, but no gun where you bang. Mother said me sing them song, them need a wrong. But this man don't trouble no one, but if you trouble me, that bring a bang bang, yeah. Cause if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything, yeah. And now one thing I know for sure, now or later, I will be greater, yes. Now or later, I will be greater. I said we will be greater. Hey, now what? Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, I will be greater. I will be greater, yeah. Now or later, I will be greater.
Yes. The one and only Kirk Diamond.
Much love in our Soul Kitchen.
All right. Thank you so much for being our guest. It was a pleasure and honor. And we look forward to everything that's going to happen with you. And I hope you'll come back again and share it with us when it does. All right.
Anytime, yeah, man.
And we're looking forward to the festival. So
yeah,
if you need, we're in your corner. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
I need it.
All right, everybody. This is Kirk Diamond. And I'm just going to play you through some more of the tracks. So you have any closing words?
I just want to say thank you, Kirk, for stopping by the kitchen and cooking up some sweet reggae music.
It was a pleasure, man.
Yes. We like how you drop it on the mic and give it to us.
Don't start trouble.
I won't. See you next time, Kirk.
Yeah. All
the best.
When me have to do and without the truth and be a Kirk Diamond from and them yet the cool no skylark and no wanderer. Tell them we a conquer.